zenless zone 0 accounttour. I have started zenless zone 0 around chapter 2. I first started when Vivian's banner came out, but I had to sadly stop again because of my storage issues, and I also couldn't get Vivian on her first banner. When I first saw like her design, I was like, I need to get her. She's so pretty. And then I came back around in chapter 2 when Yuzah came out, because Yuzah is super duper pretty, as you can see. I love her design so much. She has like this pink hoodie, and her braids are also really pretty with the ribbons. Also love her shoes, of course. And yeah, also her tanuki. Okay, I'm just like yapping, I'm sorry, but yeah, I really like Yuzah. So that's kind of the reason why I started this game. I am currently AR 58, level 58. These are the characters that I'm showing on my profile, and as you can see, I'm born on 19th of September. I currently have the Suna icon on me since I pulled her last. What else can I show? These are all the avatars that I have. The agents, of course. I personally like the Yuzah one, and I also really like Yeshwangwan and Vivian's. I think these look really cute. I generally love the Yuzah one because of the pink background. It makes it look really cute. Okay. And then let me see what I can show you guys. Okay, I'll just go straight to the characters and show you guys my characters, because I think that's what kind of is an account tour about. I will just show you guys the characters that I've built for, and like the ones that I've built, of course, I'll just go over everyone else quickly. Yeah, as you can see, I don't know where you can see when you started, but it was around chapter 2, like I said earlier. I have M2, Grace. I lost twice on her banner. I tried to get Miyabi, but sadly I lost my 50-50 to Grace, which I'm super sad about. I really find Miyabi pretty, and her playstyle is also super fun, so I was like really sad that I lost. And the second time is to Yishwan, that you've seen in the previous video when I tried to get her after I built for Suna. Yeah, I'm really sad about it, but what can we do? These are the 4 stars. I don't really use any of these. As you can see, they're like level 30. I also have Lycon. I think I have him, M0, but he got buffed recently, so I do think that I am planning on building him and leveling him up. So maybe in the future, I'll build him. I don't use Lukaku. I use Lucia a little bit because of the attack buffing, but since I have enough support now, I kind of dropped her. So yeah, her artifacts and her weapon kind of went to other characters. just slapped on some disc on her and called it a day. I didn't really think too much about building her properly. I was like, what are the main stats, and that's just what I did for her. But I'm content with how she came out. I'm always able to press skill on her, so I think I'm happy with the way she turned out. Next up is Trigger from the Opal Squad. Trigger, I had a difficult time building with because she has a crit rate threshold that you kind of wanna max out. I think it's like 90% if I'm not sure. Her skills are kind of done. You don't need to level up the dodge, of course. Her core skills are also done, so I'm very happy with that. She's on the 4Ps, the King of the Summit. I have tried to get lots of crit rate for her since that's the main, most important stat. So, and then also 2Ps Woodpecker for the crit rates passive. Yeah, so these are the pieces. Crit rate on slot 4. Electric damage on slot 5. Sadly, I don't have a crit rate on this one, but if I find one in the future, I'll put it on. And then slot 6 has impact. She is on the precious fossilized core. I saw on a website that this was one of her best ones, so I put it on her, but then I got this one from the standard banner, the restrained, this weapon, so maybe I'll swap around and see what feels better. But yeah, I'm not planning on getting constellations or the weapon for her because she's just an okay character. I'm not really looking forward to pull more copies of her. She's really useful though because of the stun damage multiplier. But yeah, next up is Seed, also from the Opal Squad. My Seed is quite poorly built, but sometimes I do like to swap around into Evelyn's signature because Evelyn's signature weapon is really good on Seed. It's her second best signature, so she has 87 over 136, which is really good, with 2.5k attack and 136 crit damage. Of course, I could min-max her even better, but I'm again content with this build. I'm able to clear everything smoothly and easily, so I'm not really worried, honestly. Her core skills are maxed out, and she has level 12 on the normal attacks, and everything else level 11 except for the dodge. She is usually played on the Heartstring Nocturne, which is Evelyn's signature, but if I do end up playing Evelyn, I swap it around to Starlight Engine, which is also a pretty decent light count, but I wouldn't say it's anything crazy. She is on the 2-piece Woodpecker Electro. I am aiming for crit damage and crit rate, but as you can see, I had 3 rolls into defense, which is so sad. And the 4Ps Dawn's Bloom, which is her signature 4Ps. Here again, aiming for crit rate and crit damage and attack percent if possible. On slot 4, I have crit rate with crit damage as a substat. Slot 5, I have electric damage bonus. I really have bad discs around number 5 because these are the goblets of the game, and I have not I've not gotten a good goblet I think yet on my account, but that's okay. I'm still happy with this because it's really hard to find decent ones, as you can see. And then slot 6 we have attack percent with crit rate and crit damage. But yeah, I don't really use Seed that much, honestly. I do use her with Yongan sometimes or with Evelyn, but when there's this new girl coming out in the next patch called Yuzah, I think, and I do plan on building for her, and apparently Seed is really good with her, so maybe when she comes out and I have enough builds for it, I'll do a building session and a building session for you guys, and then of course a showcase with the Seed team. But yeah, for now she's kind of binged, but yeah, she's really fun to play though with the mech. Next up is Estreal. I got her on her latest rerun. I've been wanting her ever since I've seen her, and I couldn't get her sadly on the Mion. skills are maxed out, and I have level 12 the skill, level 11 on the burst, and level 11 on the assist. You really don't want to level her basics or her dodge because you basically just skill on her and swap off. You don't really play her on the field at all. So yeah. And on the equipment, I have the 4-piece Astral Voice, which is her signature set. Aiming for attack percent, of course, because you want to max out her attack percent buffing. On the 4th piece, attack percent, and energy recharge, regen on the 6th, to get her skill buffing up as well. Like when you swap, she sings, and that kind of buffs as well, which is really important. But again, I'm really happy with Estreal. I think her design is one of the prettiest. I really like her hair. Yeah, I'm glad. And also I like the relationship she has with Evelyn. I think they're super cute. Next up is my Evelyn. I think my Evelyn is one of the better built characters on my account. My Evelyn has 70 crit rate over 162 crit damage with 2.5k attack. Her core skills are also maxed out. Everything is level 11 except for the dodge, and I have ground the burst. She is on her signature called Heartstring Nocturne, which is a really good signature for attack-based agents because you can use it on multiple agents. It's just that good of a stat stick. She's on the 4-piece Woodpecker's Electro, aiming for crit stats like always. I think my Evelyn stats are much better except for this one. This one definitely needs a upgrade. Maybe I'll look for one in the future. Crit damage with crit rate, but no crit rate rolls. And then fire damage bonus with two rolls and crit damage. And then we have on the 6th slot a crit damage attack percent with crit damage and no crit rate. Honestly, now that I look at it, she can definitely get better stats. I thought that my Evelyn was like way better, but that's not true. My bad. But yeah, let's keep going. Next up is the reason why I initially downloaded the game, Vivian. When I saw like Vivian's teaser, where she was like in a flower field, I was like, oh, she's so pretty. Like I need to get this character. She has like an umbrella, and she has like this very cutesy vibe to her, and I love the color palette with the purple. My Vivian is decently built, I'd say. She has 2.5k attack over almost 200 anomaly mastery with 330 anomaly proficiency. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how much you kind of need on these two, but I think it's good enough. Her core skills are maxed out. Her normal attack is ground because that's basically the uploom damage, I think. 11 on the assist skill and burst. Equipment wise, she's on the 4-piece Phaeton's Melody, which is her signature set. I've been aiming for attack percent and anomaly proficiency. I think her artifacts are okay. Her discs, are okay. They could definitely be better, but I'm okay with them for now. Okay. So she is on I'm aiming for anomaly proficiency and attack percent if possible. Her disc drives aren't the best, but they're still pretty decent, I'd say. On the 4th slot, anomaly proficiency. The 5th slot, ether damage bonus with 1 anomaly proficiency roll, and anomaly mastery on the 6th slot with an anomaly proficiency and attack percent. And she's not on her signature, sorry. She is on the Weeping Gemini, which is a really good free-to-play option for her. So she doesn't really need her signature to function, which I'm really happy about. Next up is a character that also from her core skill. So she gets around 88 crit rate. So she's always critting. Like almost always. So you don't really need necessarily more. But if you can get 50 crit rate, you are like finished, in my opinion. Her core skills are maxed out and her normals are on level 12. The rest is level 11 because you do want to kind of use everything else on her. She's quite OP, so leveling her up to the max is like really good for her, I'd say. She is on her 4-piece signature set, which is called the Wide Water Ballad. I have been aiming for crit rate and crit damage. I've been farming, by the way, this set for like ages, and I'm still not getting anything decent, which makes me quite sad. I mean, this is decent, I'd say. This number 2 is also quite nice. The defense means that this gun number 3 is okay. It has some crit rate, crit damage. 1 second. It has some crit rate, crit damage, and attack percent, which is really nice. I'm happy with this one. On slot 4, we have an attack percent with crit rate and crit damage. Slot 5, we have pen ratio. On slot 5, you can even go attack percent or physical damage bonus. It's just depending on what better stats you have, substats. Sadly, I couldn't find anything decent on my account, so I'm using this one, which I'm okay with. Lastly, we have on the 6th slot attack percent with crit rate and crit damage. And she's also on her signature set called Cloud Cleave Radiance. This weapon is really, really OP on her. Yeah, so I just caved in and got this for her because I really, really like her design with the skin. I think it's super, super cute with the pink dress and like the little handbag. Yeah, one of my favorite characters for sure. Next up is Yuzah. Yuzah, the reason why I came back to this game. I saw Yuzah together with Alice in like an edit on TikTok, and I thought they looked super duper cute. So I had to like get them both. She has 3k attack and 171 anomaly mastery. I think you need 3k attack to max out her buffing, so that's kind of what you want to aim for. Her core skills are maxed out, of course. She has her normal attack ground because that's like I think the off-field damage that she does, it scales off of her normal attack. Her assists are 11, her skill and her burst. Equipment wise, she's on the 4-piece Astral Voice and 2-piece Phaeton's Melody. Her disc number 1 has attack percent. You kind of want to aim for attack percent and I think anomaly proficiency. As you can see, I couldn't really find it that well, but it's okay. Disc number 2 has 4 rolls in attack percent and anomaly proficiency. Disc number 3 has 2 rolls in anomaly proficiency. Disc number 4 has attack percent with 2 rolls in anomaly proficiency, which is really good. Attack percent on the main stat again. And last but not least, anomaly mastery on the main stat and 2 times attack rolls. I'm really glad that I just got the 3k. I think it's generally really hard to get the 3k for her, so it took me a bit. She's also on the Kaboom the Cannon, which is a really good free-to-play weapon option for her. She doesn't also really need her weapon, just like Estreal, which is really, really nice as a support. Next up is Alice. Alice was my very first 5-star limited DPS, anomaly DPS, and I also got her skin for her because of the pastel pinks. I really, really like the pastel pink. I think she kind of matches with Yuzah in that sense. That's why I got it for her. The Yuzah one I didn't get because I like the base skin way much more anyway. Alice has 2.8k attack and 195 anomaly mastery, 255 anomaly proficiency. Her core skills are maxed out and she has her basics ground. Her burst skill, everything else kind of is level 11 except for this one does have an anomaly proficiency and 2 times an attack percent. Disc number 3 has 2 times an anomaly proficiency. I went for anomaly proficiency, means that on the 4th piece with a 1 attack percent roll. And then the 5th piece I have pen ratio. I think on this piece you can even go like physical damage bonus or percentage attack. It depends on what you have better subsets on. But I saw, I think on this website that, or like also a YouTube guide, that people said that you have to go pen ratio, so I did that. But this one definitely needs an upgrade, as you can see. Last but not least, I have an anomaly mastery main stat 6 slot with attack percent. As you can see, my discs aren't the best, but they still work for me, so I'm happy. She is on her signature called Practice Perfection. This signature is a really, really good stat stick for Alice. I think it's like quite a bit better, like quite better than other free-to-play options or even battle pass options. And since she was my first main DPS, I was like, why not get her signature for her? And I'm glad I did, because she is still holding out really well on my account. Next up is Lucia. Lucia is also quite decently built, I'd say. She is all about HP percentage. I don't know how much HP you need, but I think I'm almost done with the threshold, which is like a bit higher than 22k. Her core skills are maxed out, of course, and her skill is crowned. Everything else is level 11, as you can see. On the equipment, she has a 4-piece Moonlight Lullaby for the buffing effect in the team, and a 2-piece Yungui Tails. I have been trying to get as much HP percent as possible, so every piece has HP percent, as you can see. And then piece 4 we have HP percent main stat, and then disc 5 HP percent main stat, and disc 6 also HP percent main stat. I'm sorry. And we have her on the Kaboom the Cannon. This weapon is carrying my account right now, if it wasn't for this weapon. So I'm really happy I got like tons of copies of the Kaboom the Cannon. Next up is Yari. Yari is part of my Lucia team, which is like a really good, what's it called, sheer damage team. I kinda needed one for some bosses. My Lucia has a 43 crit rate, but she does gain a lot of crit rate, which I'll show you later. She has 17k HP, over 171 crit damage, and 2.3k sheer force. Her core skills are maxed out, and she has a double crown on the normals and the skill, and a level 11 on the assist and the burst. She's on the 4-piece Yungui Tails, which gives her crit rate, and that gives her like 4 times 3 is 12, so 12% crit rate on the 4-piece, which gives her 55. And then with this weapon, which is a free-to-play weapon, which gives also 17 crit rate, so it's like I think 70-ish. I'm not sure, but she gets like around 70-ish crit rate. I've been trying to get as much crit stats for her as well, with HP percent, of course, as you can see. Slot 4, I have crit damage main stat with crit rate. Slot 5, I have ice damage bonus with crit rate and HP percent. And slot 6, I have HP percent with a really good 2 rolls in crit damage and 2 rolls in crit rate, which I'm really, really happy about. Next up is Shia. Shia is like the Labubu of this game. My Shia has 25k HP. I think you need like a little bit more, if I'm not mistaken, to max out her buffs. But it was genuinely really hard to get more HP on this character. If you don't have her signature, you need to get like a lot of rolls properly, but it was quite hard for me. I didn't crown Shia. I think I will crown her though at some point. Probably her skill. But she doesn't really need crowns. She just is kind of a character where you want to pop the ether veil. Like where you want to just get the ether veil up for Yuzah. Equipment wise, wise, she is on the original Transmorpher, which is a craftable weapon, which you basically want for the HP percentage. It's a really decent weapon for her. She's on the 4-piece Astral Voice for buffing the on-fielder with as much HP percent rolls as possible. As you can see, her slot, like her 4th piece, has HP percent means that with HP, flat HP roll, 5th slot HP percent, and 6th slot energy regen with 2 rolls and HP percentage. But yeah, I'm pretty content with my Shia build. I think for free-to-play wise, this is like really decently built. And lastly, we have Suna, and my Suna has her maximum attack threshold done, which is 3.5k, and energy regen on 2.29, which I'm really happy about. She is done with the core skills. Level 12 on the skill and the burst. I am planning on leveling her normal attack ones as well, but that will happen some other time. She is on the 4-piece Lullaby, and it's built for as much attack percent as possible, and the 2-piece Astral Voice, which is again for attack percent. As you can see, I'm trying to get as much attack percent rolls as possible. Attack percent means that on the 4th slot, attack percent means that on the 5th slot, and energy regen on the 6th slot. So yeah, that's basically my limited character roster that I've built for and built for. I'll tell you which characters I'm looking forward to get right now. I kind of want lighter for my Evelyn team with Estreal because he is like a really big upgrade over any other stunner in that team, because his stunning is very quick. But at this point, I think Dylan might be even better in this team since she gives you a free ultimate. So maybe I'll look for a Dylan rerun since she is quite OP. I like Soldier's MB's playstyle a lot, but she is a bit weaker, because she's one of those earlier characters, so I'm sadly having to skip her each time she comes. Bernice, I like Bernice's character a lot. She's like really, really funny and silly. But I do have Vivian already, so maybe when she gets a rerun, I'll try and get her, if possible, if I do have the funds for it. Orphe and Magus, I like Orphe a lot. I think she has a really cute character, and I also like her design a lot. With like that she has this fire tail, which is really, really fun. Maybe on a rerun I'll get her, but for now I had to skip her. Next up is Yanagi. Yanagi, I really, really like her pink hair. I think she has really pretty hair, and her playstyle is also quite nice. It's like a sub DPS kind of playstyle in anomaly teams. But sadly I had to skip her last time because I think she was on a rerun with Alice, and I wanted to get Alice and her weapon, so I had to skip her. Miyabi, I'm definitely gonna pull on a rerun. I will not like skip her this time. I mean, I didn't skip her last time, I lost, but this time I'm definitely gonna try and get her and her signature. I think Miyabi is really fun to play with. Next up, I would say I want to get Yishuan. For now, I have to skip her, sadly, because Arya is coming out in like 5 days-ish, which I'm also going to make a video about, by the way. And I have a guarantee that I want to use for Arya because she's part of Suna's best team, and I really like the Angels of Delusion, so sadly, I have to skip Yishuan, which makes me quite sad, but maybe another time. And I do want to plan on getting Dylan because she is OP. She allows you to burst multiple times during like stun timers, or even like when her bar is like full. But yeah, those are the characters I want. I have this many backgrounds. I wouldn't say I'm a background collector, but I do have the background of like most of my favorite characters. Also, Karin was one of my very first DPSs in the game when I didn't have a 5-star DPS it's like really, really pretty. Next up, I have Alice's background. This one is okay. I got this one because I had Yuzah's and I was like wondering what this one looked like. So that was kind of the reason I got this one as well. Yuzah's background is super cute, I think, with the pink, and yeah, I think it's like really pretty with the color palette, as you can see. Then I got Seeds. Seed is like okay. I was like curious what hers would be, but yeah, she's just sitting on a robot, like looking out. Also, her story was really nice with the robot. It was really touching, I think. Then we have Shia the Labubu, together with Yezhuang Guan. I farmed for those two because I was kind of obsessed with their team. Lastly, I also have Yezhuang Guan's, which I find super, super, super pretty. It's like in a flower field, which is really, really pretty. So now I'm gonna show you guys my end games. I have been able to clear Shia defense comfortably, as you can see. Everything is like maxed out. I got all my primo gem rewards. I mean polychrome. My deadly assault is maxed out for all the polychromes. I don't really care too much about these. These are just like exchangeable things for like for Denny's or other stuff. But yeah, polychromes are maxed out. This endgame mode is like also done for the polychromes, but I don't really care to do it like more than the polychromes. But it was quite hard, I won't lie. What else? What else? The Hollow Zero. I don't think it's too interesting to talk about. But yeah, this is kind of my account, I would say, for how far I've gotten. I also love exploring in these types of games, so I have every chest on every map, as you can see. I love exploring in ZZZ particularly because it tells you kind of where the chests are, and it also kind of tells you the amount you have to farm for. So it's like generally super easy and fun. Fun. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's my Zenless Zone Zero account tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I currently have around 30-ish balls, which is enough to get Arya because I am guaranteed, and I need to just do a couple more temples to get an S rank. But again, thank you so much for watching. I know this video was a bit on the shorter side, but I just wanted to get a video out for this week before I wanted to make a proper video for the build guide on Arya, like the building and the showcase for Arya. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was relaxing. Thank you so much for watching.